Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Thank you for tuning into the channel. On today's episode, I'm going to show some tabletop-ready, pre-painted monsters that are ready to drop into your D&D campaign or your Pathfinder one-shot, or you can even use these for your Frostgrave adventures. The companies that I'm going to show today are Schleich, Papo, and Safari Limited, which you may be familiar with already. Safari Limited makes those tubes that come with all sorts of really cool scientific little figurines like giant bugs or archaeology digs. Let's go ahead and get on out of this bed and take a look at the crafting table. And here we are at the crafting table. So the first mini that I'm going to show is the dragon. And this is a really decent sized dragon. I can't remember what I paid for this. This is, I believe, a Schleich. I could be wrong, but I believe this is a Schleich dragon. I think it's really cool. It's got an articulated jaw, which is nice. You can put things inside the jaw. And I decided to do this section on my cutting board. Each one of these squares equals 1 inch. So you can see the size of this dragon. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The body's 6 inches. The tail, maybe another 3. It's got that little curve going to it. And then with the wings outstretched, it's pretty big. Maybe 9.5 inches wide with the full wingspan. So that's a pretty cool dragon. I think the paint's pretty nice, and I'll go ahead and get some minis so we can take a look at the scale. Here's another shot of the dragon. Some close-ups of the face. Your face, dragon. Your face. Close-up of the face. The articulated jaw. And if we want to do a good comparison with scale, I think it's perfect size for a dragon. I really do. This is a Schleich, one of the Schleich models. This is the Hydra. I think this is also Schleich. I kept looking for the branding down here, and it's really hard to find. They do have numbers on them. That one's the number. The marking is right there, and I can't read what it is. My guess is this is also a Schleich. And I bought these at Michael's. I think it's a pretty neat scale on this one. There's the mini. Come and check out, compare the size. I think it works out pretty cool. Paint job on these can be hit or miss depending on the company and the style. Sometimes the paint styles I don't care for, but this one I think is really pretty cool. This one's good to go. Drop that on your table and you have a Hydra for your players. So you can check the size. The body of this would be 1, 2, 3 inches. Then you have the tail and the heads. So in D&D terms, that'd be what, 15 feet long body. It's pretty good size. I also have this in my collection. It's Griffin. And this mini right here is by Safari Limited. And if we take the scale for the cowboy riding the jackalope, he will scale with the size for a mount. So if you need let's say your characters for whatever reason have one of these as a mount, and you need a mini, you can go ahead and put that on there. Find a mini, work it out, get some green stuff. But that's good size. Also, don't let this try and eat your jackalope. Might I have some Hossenpfeffer? The detail on these is pretty good. I like the paint job. There's a little gold in there. It's got some layers to the paint job. I think it's pretty cool. So what we've seen so far has been from my collection, and I just purchased this one the last time I went grocery shopping at Meijer. It was $13.99 on sale, originally priced at $19.99, and it's a Schleich brand, which is a German manufacturer. I just wanted to include this. This was actually the inspiration for making this video because I found this at a great deal, and I thought, why not pass on what I've been finding? Just to show a comparison of scale, here is our Jack Frost. Our miniatures are scaled 28mm boot to eye. And if you look here, the base is 1 inch. So they'll give you an idea of how big this Yeti creature is. So this is part of their Eldrador creature series. And they have a bunch of different themes on the back. There's a lava, like a bunch of lava people, water folk, and I think this is stones or something. I think there were some stone people. So apparently it's like a little fantasy where they're all battling for a land or something, and you can buy these little creatures. So anyway, I was grocery shopping and I saw this on sale for $13.99, and I thought, that's not a bad deal. I'll buy this. I'll do a little video with some of the other Schleich that I have that I love their production quality. My 3 Schleich pieces. And I thought, why not do a video, and maybe I'll even do an unboxing or something. This is Cerebus. With the new D&D expansion that's coming out, this Cerebus would be good for you might need a Cerebus for your campaign. And here we can check scales with the mini. So Cerebus, his body, let's see, with his heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in D&D terms, he would be about 20 feet long from head to the rump, and then you add a tail, you got another big old tail for Cerebus. But he is the guardian of Hades. And there's Cerebus with scale with the mini. Think it's works out pretty well. Pretty threatening. If you want to get to Hades, you got to go through him first. And this is a Papos, made by the Papo company in 2010. Time for something a little funny. This is a hermit crab, which are crabs that live in found shells, and instead of growing their own protection, they just move to a bigger shell when they get larger. So sometimes an adventure module or something will call for, Frostgrave Adventure even will call for, or not Frostgrave, but Rangers of Waterdeep will call for a giant crab. You could use a giant hermit crab, throw this at your players in a D&D game and boost the armor class for the shell. Or better yet, you could even paint this some fancy colors and make it like a flail snail shell, which reflects magic. I mean, you can get real creative with this, but I think this is really funny, and I like throwing a little humor in my D&D games, so that'd be kind of funny to throw at your player characters. I think the paint job's pretty cool. I think it looks pretty realistic to me. If you ask me, it looks like it should be crawling around some giant, even like, it's almost as big as my hand, so even that would be large. And this is, I had to look closely, this is by Safari, a Safari brand. Safari Limited. They make really cool stuff. So I hope this has broadened your horizons with ideas for finding miniatures. Here's a Safari Limited, which I think I also bought at Michael's, and another Safari Limited, and then the Papo. I hope you have enjoyed this video and it has helped you maybe think outside the box regarding looking for some affordably priced miniatures for your D&D game. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and have a good one.